Have you ever wondered if we are really the first intelligent civilization? Or are we simply building on top of ruins left by something far older, far more mysterious? What we're about to explore might prove we are not the first, but simply the latest to inherit these mysterious structures. Look at this image from 1973. You see buildings standing tall above a massive hole beneath them. This place is called Les Halles in Paris. In 1973, when building a metro station, they discovered something incredible. Beneath the modern streets and buildings was a perfectly preserved structure, 800 years old. Buildings, columns, even fountains, still standing. But here's the strange part. This wasn't a basement or a cellar, it was once at ground level. What's even crazier is that it was built without machines, using just hammers and chisels, but survived for centuries underground. Yet, today, even with our technology, we struggle to build roads without potholes. If we're so advanced, how was something so old and complex lost beneath our feet? Could we be less advanced than we think? Around the world, many buildings seem partially buried underground. Look at cities like St. Petersburg, Seattle, or Prague, where many buildings have windows and doors hidden below street level. Some say these buildings weren't built this way, they were buried. This idea is known as the mud flood theory. Supporters believe a global event covered entire cities in mud, hiding parts of structures beneath the ground. But history doesn't clearly record this disaster. Officially, historians say the ground slowly rose from dirt and debris over time. But how could so much dirt quietly bury entire floors of buildings? Maybe we're living on top of older cities, built by civilizations we've completely forgotten. What if our modern world is just the latest chapter, built upon the ruins of those who came before us? Everyone knows about the famous pyramids of Giza, but what if I told you there's more beneath the sand? Recent radar scans found massive structures deep underground. We're talking tunnels, spiral staircases, giant vertical shafts, even chambers, that stretch nearly 2 kilometers below the pyramids. Some say this could be an underground city, or the legendary Hall of Records, an ancient library of knowledge lost to time. But how could ancient Egyptians have built something so sophisticated, so deep underground? Is it proof of a civilization far older than the Egyptians? Experts are arguing fiercely about what this means, yet one thing is clear: there's more beneath the pyramids than anyone ever imagined. This discovery in Egypt makes me think about other ancient structures, especially the temples and pyramids we've mistaken for natural hills or mountains. All around the world, these structures lay hidden beneath nature's cover. Take Teotihuacan in Mexico, for example. The Pyramid of the Sun was once completely hidden beneath grass and soil, looking just like an ordinary hill. Only after excavation did we realize how advanced and massive it was. Scientists found chambers filled with liquid mercury, a material ancient civilizations considered sacred. Could this have been a gateway to the underworld? Nearby, at the Quetzalcoatl temple, archaeologists found something even stranger: tunnels and secret chambers filled with artifacts and liquid mercury, possibly a symbolic river connecting to the underworld. But Mexico isn't alone. Similar overgrown structures exist all over the globe. In Peru, Machu Picchu was nearly invisible beneath overgrown jungle vines until just a century ago. It appeared to be just another mountain, until explorers revealed an entire city carved from stone. In Bosnia, giant pyramid-shaped hills are now believed to hide ancient pyramids beneath thick forests and soil. Could these truly be lost ancient pyramids? Maybe not, but all of these structures tell us one thing clearly. Nature can reclaim even our grandest creations, hiding evidence of advanced civilizations beneath simple hills and mountains. Imagine what else lies hidden beneath our feet today. Remember when everyone thought the famous statues on Easter Island were only heads? Well, it turns out they also have bodies. When archaeologists started digging, they found full-size bodies buried beneath the ground. These statues are massive, carved from volcanic rock with incredible detail. But who buried them? Or did something else cover them over time? Why would such monumental statues be hidden beneath layers of soil, almost as if the earth itself had swallowed them? In 1986, something strange appeared off the coast of Japan. Divers exploring Yonaguni Island stumbled onto a huge underwater structure. It sits about 25 meters below the surface and looks oddly man-made, with sharp edges, stairs, and platforms. But how could it get there? Some experts think it's natural, just rocks shaped by earthquakes and erosion. But others, like marine geologist Masaki Kimura, argue it's too precise and too organized to be a coincidence. If humans built Yonaguni, it would be over 10,000 years old, older than any known civilization. This would rewrite history, hinting at people who lived and built long before recorded history. Could Yonaguni be proof of a forgotten civilization lost to rising seas? Or is it just nature playing tricks on us? In Jinan, Shandong, China, there's a door that seems straight out of a dream, or perhaps a nightmare. It opens out from the side of a sheer cliff, seemingly leading nowhere but down to a deadly drop. How did anyone even build it? And why? Some say it might have been a military bunker, with concrete shutters built for defense. Others think it was used to store explosives safely at an old quarry. In fact, the most believable explanation is that this strange door was originally on the ground, used as an explosive shed. Over time, workers blasted away rock, slowly turning flat ground into a towering cliff. But still, imagine the effort to create something so scary, high above the ground, opening directly into thin air. It makes you wonder what other strange doors, hidden or forgotten, still exist around us. In Syria, beneath the ancient palace of QATNA, archaeologists found a hidden tomb that had been sealed for thousands of years. Inside, they discovered golden artifacts, statues, and the remains of at least 19 people. This tomb, buried deep below the palace, dates back to the Bronze Age, over 3,500 years ago. It was hidden and undisturbed, used by royalty over centuries. How many more secret chambers, tombs, or entire buildings still lie beneath our feet, just waiting for us to uncover them? What we see today might just be a small glimpse of the ancient world still waiting to be discovered. Kailasa Temple in India has always been known. It was never lost, buried, or forgotten. In fact, locals worshipped there for centuries. But what surprised modern experts was not that it existed, it was how it was made. Kailasa wasn't built, it was carved from a single mountain, all in one solid piece. Over 200,000 tons of rock were removed, perfectly, with no machines, supposedly with just hammers and chisels. But how? Even with today's tools, this would be almost impossible. The cuts are clean, the design is flawless. One wrong move, and the whole temple would be ruined. Some say it looks like it was done with laser technology. Maybe ancient people knew more than we think, or maybe they had help from a highly advanced being. Either way, Kailasa still stands, unexplained. High in the Himalayas, far from cities and crowds, lies a temple that almost no one knew about. For centuries it was hidden, carved into a mountain, and slowly forgotten. Locals in the valley knew of it, but to the outside world, it didn't exist. That changed in 1913 when British surveyors were exploring the area. They stumbled upon 19 temples, all carved from one massive rock, arranged like a tiny stone city. It looked like the Kailasa temple, only smaller and half finished. The main shrine stood in the center, surrounded by smaller temples and a reflecting pool. Everything was made from the same rock. No bricks, no building, just carving. Some of the walls were damaged and unfinished. Locals say a great earthquake hit long ago and stopped the builders. But the site is still incredible. No one had expected to find something this big and this complex, hidden in the mountains. It left experts amazed and confused. How did no one know about it for so long? This really makes us think, what else is hidden within the earth? I'm not saying we aren't the most advanced civilization that has been on this planet, but it gives us something to think about. Were we really the first advanced civilization? Or are we simply rediscovering what's already there beneath our feet? Keep digging. You never know what you might uncover next.